Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Lexi from 8th Avenue, and with me I have Kunta Kinte from Regasis, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his business, his brand, and what they do and fit into the tech space. So, Kunta Kinte, can you tell me a little bit about yourself, please?
Yes, hi there. Good to be on 8th Avenue. Pleasure meeting you today. So I originally hail from Pretoria. Been in Cape Town actually for now for over 8 years now. And I could tell you about Regasis. Actually, let me just give you a bit more of actually what I do.
Yes, please.
So actually, I started in UCT. Came out of there. Actually went straight into ShopRite. I was actually a data scientist by trade.
Oh, okay.
So a data scientist, trained to be a data scientist at ShopRite. Also building some skills, trying to be capable of doing a lot of things, so to speak. And coincidentally, actually, you said I was also a software developer in my prior life. Yeah, man, you guys. So the ShopRite for 2 years. Actually, let's see, what's the date? In 2 weeks now since I've resigned. I've been out of ShopRite.
No way, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Okay.
So it's I guess that's that. But so I'm currently running an organization called Regasis. It's Regasis, and one is called Complex Pi. It's going to become Sulo Technologies. So that's the consultancy arm, which is going to become a lab.
Okay.
So the idea is that we partner with domain experts, such as Regasis. My co-founder is actually a food scientist.
Oh, okay.
Another thing I'm doing, a friend of mine was a chemist. So I'm building something for their domain. So the vision actually building technologies for particular domains.
Okay.
Right. So now it's actually go down to why I'm here today.
Tell us why are you here today?
So Regasis, just to keep it short, is it's a regulatory assistant.
Okay.
And I'm particularly specific Regasis. So actually targeting the food industry.
Okay.
Yes, food experts, food scientists, people who deal with quality, everyone in the food space. Particularly at the point where they're actually making the food, the spices, or because legislation dictates how much salt should be in there, how much sugar should be in there, how much of this chemical should be there, how much preservative should be in there.
Yeah.
So legislation dictates how much of each of that should be. So I'm the data scientist in the company.
Okay.
My partner is actually the food scientist. So actually how we actually even came to doing this in the first place, how this came to be in the first place. She was actually doing one of her compliance checks on one of the food products she was making.
Okay.
And funny enough, one of my clients requested me to do some data harvesting, let's put it like that, on one of the sites. So it's actually the same site.
Okay.
So like, hey, that looks familiar. What is that? And she's like, no, I'm doing compliance. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me actually just give me a sec. So I just build a quick MVP for her and like, so what it did actually. She go to the application and put in the numbers of the ingredients of a recipe, effectively. And it literally spit out like, hey, you have too much salt here based on this kind of like, let's say food standard.
Yes.
You have too much salt, you need to decrease it by this much. Here, you're under the limit here, or you're too much, things like that.
Yeah.
So actually that's how we actually came to be. And that kind of like feeds into this personal mandate.
Yes.
Of making data accessible.
Cool, thank you so much. So how long has Regasis been in existence?
It's about just 6 months now.
6 months.
6 months.
And where are you based?
Based in Cape Town. Actually. Do a lot of work in Cape Town, yeah.
Cool. So yeah, as you mentioned, we're here at this tech conference. How do you see Regasis integrating in the world and the sphere of tech, especially in an African landscape?
So actually, our vision actually is to not only obviously we're working in the South African context, but actually the plan is actually to expand it out to the rest of the continent, right? And the way we would like for, at least the way we envision it, is actually for anyone who literally needs to navigate regulation, you need to find, hey, how much is. At least the way we're kind of building is not actually just to find food stuff, but literally any regulation in the continent.
Yeah.
You want to know about fintech in Kenya? Coming to our search engine, but the idea is beyond that, beyond the navigation, we want to help people with the compliance. And actually, when people start thinking of food concepts, like, oh, we want to make a candy that has paprika with whatever. At the point of inception, we want to help people make sure that they're compliant. Exactly. At least you know. But creativity, you know, will always be ahead of regulation, but to the extent that we can. So the plan is for, the ideal is that whoever needs to deal with compliance, we want to help them at the early stages and make that journey an exciting one, instead of a, oh, I have to, this department is calling me, they want this form to make sure I'm there, you know. So I actually want compliance, exactly, we want to make compliance an enjoyable journey. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kunta Kinte. Where can people find you?
Me, mostly on, well, you can find me on LinkedIn. So
Yeah.
surprisingly, now I'm on LinkedIn often. On LinkedIn under Kunta Kinte Ngcobo.
Okay.
And if you're looking for me particularly, you can find me on my email. It's kuntakinteng@regasis.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This was a great interview, and we'll catch you another time.
Thanks so much for having me.